When it comes to condiments, we have different sauces which are simple and easy to cook. Did you know that you can make sauces at the comfort of your home within few minutes? So in this recipe, it's all about African sauce, which is super versatile because you can marinate your chicken, beef, goat, that is mutton, and also you can scoop the sauce, enjoy over some pilau, biryani, and it's going to be absolutely mouth-watering. You'll start off by washing 3 tomatoes, red and green capsicum. Then you're going to peel 1 large white onion. You'll need several chilies. This is around 7, which you can reduce to maybe 2 or even 1 depending on how spicy you love your food. Also, you need some salt, cooking oil, paprika, and a seasoning cube, which means that this recipe is a must try because the ingredients are super simple. So I'm going to start off by adding in a nice smoky flavor to my veggies, and I'm going to be pan frying on my stovetop. So I'm going to pick my capsicum, remove the top part, and then I'm going to remove the top and the end of the capsicum. Then I'm going to remove the seeds just like this, cut into bite-sized pieces. Pick my green, repeat. When it comes to the peppers, the green capsicum adds in a very nice flavor, which is always fantastic, while the red pepper adds in sweetness. So I'm going to transfer my veggies to my 12-inch pan because I want to add in that smoky flavor to the capsicum. So over medium-high flame, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of cooking oil. And while the capsicum are getting that lovely smoky flavor, I'm going to cut my onion into chunks, just like this, and transfer into the pan as well. Pick my tomatoes, remove the top part of the tomatoes, cut in half and into wedges, just like this. Check on my pan, just a little bit. Within 1 or 2 minutes, the vegetables are going to get a very nice smoky flavor because we're using high flames. If you're using medium flames, the vegetables are going to steam instead of roasting. This is what I'm talking about. After flipping, you're going to cook for around 30 more seconds to a minute. And when perfect, just like this, you're going to transfer to a plate. Just look at that. Adding my second round, and I'll start off by adding a tablespoon of more cooking oil. Pop the rest of the onions in the pan together with the tomatoes. Second round ready. I'm going to put out the flames and transfer to my plate. You don't necessarily need to use a big pan for the recipe. You can use any pan that you have in the house. Just make sure to roast the veggies in batches. This is how the veggies are looking after sauteing, and we have that nice charcoal in the veggies. The tomatoes are not overcooked because we're using high flame, and everything is perfect. So it's time to proceed to the next step, which is going to be blending the fresh ingredients together with the rest of the ingredients. If you have some smoked paprika for the recipe, it's also perfect because it has that nice smoky flavor. Also, I have a seasoning cube and my chilies together with salt. You'll need some cooking oil and water to blend up everything. So I'm going to pop the veggies into my Nutri blender. You can add in a big blender. Add in all my roasted veggies into my blender. Then I'm going to add in my paprika, crush in my seasoning cube, chilies, salt to season the sauce. That is around half a teaspoon. Half a cup of cooking oil, which is going to preserve the sauce, and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. The cooking oil is going to preserve the sauce, while the lemon is going to add in some tartness into the sauce. So you're going to cover your blender. If you're going to be using a big blender, you're going to add in around half a cup of water, which is going to help you blend the veggies into a puree or into your preferred consistency. So because I'm using a Nutri blend, I'm not going to add in any water. So I'm going to blend until smooth. I need a little bit of texture. So within 5 seconds, the sauce is ready. I'm going to unlock my blender to check out how the sauce is looking, and my oh my, just look at that. You're going to transfer your sauce into an airtight container or any jar that you have in your house. Just make sure it's super clean, because you're going to be storing the sauce for around 2 weeks in your fridge. So if you don't have a fridge, you can cook a smaller batch so that you can enjoy within a few days. And the best part is that you don't need to add in any more seasoning. The sauce is enough for that recipe.